Welcome everyone. This is a coaching to flourish Q&A session. Raj is still out, and I think she'll be back soon. Happy holiday season, and it's Tuesday, December 13. The next 2 weeks we will be taking those off, so we won't be on the 20th or the 27th. We'll be back January 3rd. And really excited for this new year and for everything else that we're doing here. For today, what we're going to look at, or we're going to do a coaching exercise today. And two things. One is to look at the word for the past year. What has 2022 been like for you? Craft a word for that, as well as look at a word for 2023. It's something that I've done pretty much ever since I found coaching, and this is over 20 years ago now. And it's been something we've done different years. Certain years, it feels like the word that we choose really makes a huge difference in what, I remember the year our daughter was born. It was a year of perfect timing, and everything just felt like it lined up perfectly. And even, everything from my finishing the year as a teacher, as a Latin teacher, and then Paloma was born like the next Monday after the weekend, where I just did all my grades so I could be there forever and completely in that baby bubble for as long as possible. That was amazing. And so here we are, many years later, and feeling like there's another opportunity to celebrate the past year, learn from it, and then to look forward to 2023. So that's what we're going to do today, the next 20 minutes or so. Buckle up. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. So first things first, I invite you to take a deep breath and feel centered. Perhaps you're listening to this in the background, doing something. I'd invite you to take a moment and just get a little bit more mindful about whatever it is happening. Be in the present, be in the here, be in the now, be in the mystery of the now, the space where it feels like, all right, like this is here, this is now. Take another deep breath, and then consider 2022. Consider the year. Here we are, almost to the solstice, about a week away, and another turning of the sun. New Year's is about to happen around the corner. And go back to that excitement, the start of 2022. And if you had a word for 2022, you might want to bring it to mind. And looking at that excitement at the beginning of the year, fast forwarding all the way to the now, what was the main word or idea that stuck out to you? What was the word that you would give your 2022? Good, I got one too. And then if you think of that word and the learning of it, what was the main character trait in yourself that you developed in 2022? Who did you become, and how did that fit into your narrative? And then from this point, let's look to 2023. I invite you to get a word for 2023. I got my word, and I feel very thankful for this community, for all of this that has been happening the last couple of years and where we are as an organization right now. And we have some very exciting things planned for 2023 that I'll roll out hopefully January 3. We'll have at least a couple things to share with you on this. And for the now, I know this will be a very short Q&A, a very short Facebook Live, not really a Q&A in the sense that I am answering questions as much as these are the questions I have for you and for myself. These are tools that I use and have used now, like I've said, for almost 22 decades. So I think what it does for me personally, it acts as a grounding tool. It's a tool that you can get a handle and grab onto, whenever throughout the year. And if you look back at words and the importance of words in the different traditions, especially where I studied basically oral poetry, ancient oral poetry, the Iliad, the Odyssey, Homer. In Homer, in ancient Greek, the idea of having a word as a name gives you power over that topic. So having a name for your word of the year or the chapter of your life or this season that you want to call it, having names, giving terms, this is something that we do quite often in life coaching. And when you have a name for it, you can have power over that narrative. And when you live and have power over a narrative, you are an author, and you get the word authentic from the word author. So when you really mindfully, consciously become the author of your life with these words, with this, this is what I'm naming this part of my life, you claim some power over it. You literally empower yourself. And this is why I think this name exercise, this word exercise is such a powerful tool for you, for me, for clients, anyone involved in the coaching world, to lean into and sink into. And then when you can share the word with others and have them be aware of the narrative that you have for yourself, this is another powerful exercise, another powerful thing that you can do as we progress through this season with the northern hemisphere. The nights are getting colder. The southern hemisphere, it's summertime and everything is hot and summery. But here we are, right? So I will leave you with this idea of claiming power over your narrative and using words and titles and descriptions for things as a way for you to become even more precise in your perspectives and motivation styles. And then the next step, the bonus, is to share it with other people to you. So this is what I'm leaning into. This is my word. This is what is happening in my inner world. This is how the world becomes a kinder, more empathetic, and more connected place. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and for being with us in these Coaching to Flourish Q&As 2022. I am looking forward to 2023 and what we have planned. I cannot wait to share with you some of the stuff that's coming down our production line. Thank you so much. I'll see you next year.